For sure. Thanks for having me and receiving me. I'll wait for you. Okay, thank you. My focus here today is to hopefully highlight TEDxWellington. In 2021, we aim to have the biggest TEDxWellington the capital has ever seen, and hopefully provide an impetus for that to be partner and collaborative partner at the event in the recovery and promotion of Wellington City. So if you don't know, TEDxWellington has been running seven main events in the city since 2012. We're a non-profit, wholly volunteer run. None of us get paid for this, although we do pay obviously the venues and the caterers and our AV supports and stuff like that. But all the organizers don't get paid. It's actually a voluntary organization set up as under a charitable trust. So you can see where all the money goes. We've run 7 events. And to date, we've had over 2,000 delegates to those events. Although, if you include also the community events, which are 12 throughout the year, I added an extra 1,200. But we've also live streamed the events as well, so you can add actually 13,000 extra people to watch all our talks. And the talks have gone up 65 talks throughout the years. And that's nearing 1 million views at the moment, which we're doing quite well with. We have attendees that come from all over the region, but also 20% from outside the city attend our events. And we have, over the past few years, had over 150 volunteers participating in the events. So not only do we serve the region and the community, and specifically the city, by highlighting and celebrating the wonderful ideas here, but we also leverage the TED brand to go globally. And we've been recognized internationally as a really creative and innovative approach and TEDx by the international community. By that, we get featured when there's TEDx organizers meetups throughout the world as an example of how to create delegate experiences, which is quite creative and unique. So we're always held up by TED, or Big TED as we call it, as a champion for what we do here. We've been featured in several featured on TED blogs and podcasts. I got interviewed by the main TED podcast, and that'll be out hopefully in the next couple of months as well. Again, all to do what we do in TEDxWellington. And we've partnered with so many brands in the city, and hopefully, well, I know, not hopefully, but I know that have accelerated their kind of stamp on the world as well. Some have won awards for what they've done with us in terms of their marketing and brand. In the past as well, we've had a huge impact on the CV and transferable skills of those volunteers involved. As I said, it's a non-profit, voluntary, organized and run events, and our speakers have gone on and done amazing things. So if I could just highlight just a few speakers from the last few years, not to miss out anybody because they're all brilliant. But we've had people like Guy Ryan in 2015 from the Inspiring Stories Trust, who went on to become the New Zealander of the Year. We've had Mary and Nick from Good Bitches Bacon, who actually became members of the New Zealand Order of Merit last year, but they spoke in 2016. 2017, we had someone called Jack Handlish from Organic Dynamic, who's become a poster boy literally for Zero. And last year, Ollie Body from WA Collective, who went on to become the Asia Pacific leader at the Obama Foundation. So you can see that actually what we featured in terms of our local speakers actually go on and really accelerate them on a global platform. And we want to highlight the opportunity to partner with the City Council in terms of making an event the biggest ever, a 2,000 delegate experience. But it's an opportunity for the City Council to also collaborate with those 2,000 people. And also, like I say, when we stream it, we get about 5,000 people as well watching. So we focus on Wellington's talent to go out to the world, and we'd really love to be part of the city recovery plan in the pride of the city, but also the fund as well. I'm going to stop there.
Thank you, DK. I've got a question from Councillor O'Neill, and if there's time, a question from Councillor Paul.
Kia ora, thank you. TEDx Wellington has had a fantastic value. I was a director myself of a TEDx conference for youth in Te Aroa not too many years ago. I don't know how much of a challenge it is to pull it all off. In light of the challenges that we've had this year, how will you be changing your program or changing the way that you engage with community to make sure that that's as meaningful as possible, or how do you see the conversation changing?
So we have a huge community focus from a perspective of, we always put a call out to speakers. We have a public call for speakers, so anybody can apply for that. We also do a huge amount of reach out to existing communities and hard to reach communities as well, targeting them, saying, look, this is an opportunity to put people on stage. As you probably saw from all the speakers online, go to TEDxWellington.com. The variety of speakers that we've had speaking there is quite phenomenal, from every kind of background that you would imagine. And again, just to speak to the COVID and the recovery side of things, we would probably be choosing speakers to really highlight not just the Wellington story, but the New Zealand story as well, about how well we're doing here, but also to share those learnings with the world.
That's time up. So look, DK, thank you very much. Really appreciate that. And